Frazzled Friday. Thank you kindly, Dr. Garmin, but no matter how many occasions or loudly you resonate those rude reminders that the first in another arduous morning of random motion targets requires urgent fulfillment, should I wish to keep my fitness flourishing, no sloth-twitch fibre in my hollowed-out being relishes the notion of repeating yesterday's long-postponed reacquaintance with reality's cold, callous truths. Never mind being double-duped by Mystic Met's innate obliviousness to such a drought in tangible degrees. In virtual fact, moments after teleporting across cyberspace's super-accelerated time continuum and touching down upon Watopia's tastefully textured tarmac, where I observed the pixelated puppets of fellow housebound peddlers swapping texts, trading toes, and fingering back big blue thumbs as they revelled within the tangerine glow that only their native land's artificial twilight could impart, I'd have happily settled in amidst the rolling ranks of feather-footed socialites I spied touring the towering wooden wiseacres of Jarvis Island, behind Zwift's latest and positively laziest robo-pacer, who seems to have sneaked in below Taylor as part of a recent minor update, thereby increasing the game's roster of autonomous Cat D leaders to 5. In keeping with her siblings, Sophia's dynamic power profile adjusts in accordance with course gradients, applying a range of 0.3 to 0.9 watts per kilo, respectively, when riding over negative and positive inclines of up to 6%, with a fixed 0.6 watt output during all those within a margin of plus or minus 2%, I think. In terms of perceived exertion, this therapeutic spinning equates to the effort that one would naturally apply whilst carrying out a variety of less intensive daily activities, including light housework, ironing, cable routing, gardening, and cooking, not from a Gordon Ramsay recipe book, as well as the gentlest forms of exercise, such as Tai Chi, or a leisurely stroll around the park, unburdened by compostable carrier bags. This meditative pace is also perfect for any strong-willed souls who may be living with physically debilitating conditions, and are seeking either to maintain or improve their mobility, whilst fitness fanatics with chronically itchy feet or following a seasonal training plan may view the opportunity to more easily earn drops and experience points as an excuse to stay mobile on active rest days, or indeed relish the challenge of trying not to break a sweat in their sit-stand office. Strictly surge-protected and less structured than Britain's winter energy prices, for the 60 sustainably strenuous minutes that it took me to complete just under 4 laps of the island's crinkly coastline, with a monitored pulse that frequently rose to within a few beats of anaerobic arrears, and averaged well above zonal parity for the weighted watts it generated. This metrical mismatch likely evolved from a subconscious decision to undercool my comfort cave in response to yesterday's unwitting session of cryogenic cardio, and swigging a cold mug of coffee before spinning up. As a pride-fueled coder, I turned my lungs inside out, 2 legs into unset quince jelly, and my face a shade of lurid lilac, during another failed attempt to swipe the clockwise comm's spotty spoils, though by maintaining momentum over the crest, and throughout its opposing twin's prolonged descent, then attacking every one of the route's subsequent climbs, most crucially the double punch-up into Villas Italia, followed by its and the flat loop's fabled sequence of rolling left-right-handers, I was able to record my first sub-13 time around Zwift's revolutionary debut route since, well, it's been a while, and procure a far more fashionable accolade for the shirt locker. It would be grand if I could find anything remotely interesting to convey regarding the fragmented warm-down which followed this transient triumph. Though honestly, aside from another quick spate of misfire quizzing, during which I once again could not recall the name of the first female to complete a motor-assisted flight over the Atlantic Ocean, it was Amelia Earhart, and was unable, once again, to differentiate between the Bangladeshi and Japanese flags, the most noteworthy event came to pass during a free-wheeled convenience break, when I seized the opportunity to toss an empty tin, formerly filled with a hand-harvested assortment of organic nuts, into the recycling bin. The hollow clang of resignation it emitted as it struck the side of the receptacle then tumbled tail first into a pile of other hollowed-out containers reminded me a little of the lamenting sigh I'd yesterday heard a local gardener let out when his less than 1 year old Honda-powered lawnmower failed to fire up after pulling its ripcord no fewer than 57 times. Don't believe me? Listen.